What's going on, Leo? I hope you are very well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for January 2022. So in this reading, Leo, we're going to take a look at your overall energy for the month. We're going to take a look at some things you don't see coming for the month, and we're also going to close off with some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides. So you are very welcome here in this space with me, Leo, as we move through the reading. Thank you very much for taking the time to check out the reading. I do really appreciate that. If you find that it resonates with you, Leo, don't forget to like and subscribe for me. I would really appreciate that as well. So without further ado, what would you like Leo to know here, Spirit, about January 2022? Let's go ahead and pull the energy for you, Leo. As always, I'd like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Leo. What would you like Leo to know, Spirit, about January 2022? What would you like Leo to know, Spirit, about January 2022? What would you like Leo to know, Spirit, about January 2022? All right, let's lay out these cards and make sure that you can see what is going on here, Leo. All right. All right, Leo. So right off the bat, I'm getting this feeling of like a burning desire for you guys to increase your finances or to really start doing what you love for a living here, you know, is the thing that's coming through to me. So let's start off in your overall energy up top. This top row is all about your overall energy for the month. We have the Seven of Cups, the Four of Swords, and also the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like the overall theme for you guys this month for January is going to kind of like all about plotting your financial plan. Okay, so some of you might be leaving a certain job behind here in January. There's something about self-employment. Like I feel like you guys really want that. Okay, so there's this feeling of like being dissatisfied with your current job or however you make money. You know, I feel like a lot of you feel out of alignment with your purpose is what's coming through. So you're trying to like kind of mend that here. But I do see a turnaround in terms of your finances if you can step into, if you can start taking empowered action. But we'll talk about that in a second. But you do have the Seven of Cups here, Leo. So it seems like you might have a lot of ideas. You know, you certainly have a choice to make here. And there's a lot of, deep reflection with that Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is all about like healing, taking time out. It's almost like you guys are in that phase where you are putting all of your energy into some decision that you have to make here for January. So some of you may be moving, and it just requires you to up your finances, something like that. I just get this I think this has been a theme for you in past months, like this feeling of whoever you're relying on financially, Leo. I see that like you finally admitting to yourself that, okay, I'm not going to let this stay the same. I have to change it. So it could be a job. This could be a person you're relying on, something like that. You know, the theme is moving into financial independence. And I do see it happening for you. You know, we have the Nine of Pentacles here. So by the end of January, I do see some sort of turnaround here. We're going to clarify more about that in a second, but let's move down to this area of what you don't see coming. You have the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and also the Six of Cups here. Okay, Leo, so this is kind of like a classic example. I do see you finding a certain route that you want to take in terms of your career and like your life purpose. So we have the Ace of Wands here. You know, this is kind of like the spark plug. It's like a spiritual spark that goes off in you. It's like inspiration, intuition, like really allowing your heart to take over and not living from your head. You know, this is a shift for you guys in January of living like an over analytical life to really being embodied. So the Queen of Wands is your centerpiece to your whole reading, and it informs all the other cards, Leo. So the Queen of Wands is someone who's very kind of like center stage, not afraid to tap into what she's good at. So whatever you guys feel good at, for some of you, Leo, I get like you already know what you're really good at, what you want to do, but for some reason, it's like you're letting the opinions of others hold you back here. We also have the Six of Cups for what you don't see coming. So some of you could be connecting to someone who you know in childhood. Like it's almost like once this Pandora's box opens, like I do see someone coming from the past back into your life. But more so, I see you guys falling in love with whatever you used to love in childhood. And I do feel like intuitively here, Leo, that is the path for you. You know, whatever wants to open here with that Seven of Cups here, it's going to be something that you used to love to do, and it's kind of like a hobby that's reborn within you. For me, I could even kind of say that happened with tarot. Like when I was a little kid, I used to love to play with like Pokemon cards, and now that I'm older, look, I'm still here playing with cards. So it's like it fulfills my inner child. I do sense like that's what Spirit wants you to know here, Leo. Like, whatever you used to love to do, if you don't know what you used to love to do, like try different things like in a childlike way, that is your path to financial freedom. I see a lot of entrepreneurship here. So even if you're in a job, like maybe you can get promoted, but you're either going to get promoted or you're going to start your own business here, Leo. So it's all money is on your mind here. And I see you kind of finding finally what it takes to do this. Now, I do sense like there could be a period where you're kind of struggling financially because you're just starting this new idea, right? You're just starting to step into that Queen of Wands role. But this is all your own energy here, right? A lot of fire here, Leo. So we're going to clarify that in a second. But let's move down here to the advice and messages from your spirit guides. We have the Seven of Swords, the Star, and also the Lovers here. Okay, so I feel like they're saying to you here with this star, like this is the healing path for you. Whatever it is, whatever path you decide to go down here to up your finances, could be a heart-based career or something. That's like literally like your true north, you know, your true north like star that you look at in the sky. This could indicate fame. You know, it could indicate, you know, people recognizing that you're very good at what you do once you own it. This also is just inner harmony. You know, the star is like a card of harmony within your own soul. You know, it's more of like an inward thing rather than an external thing. So I just see you being really satisfied here, Spirit is saying. Now you also have this Seven of Swords in the advice position from your spirit guide. So I just feel like they're saying you got to do a hard break here, Leo. They're saying like don't hesitate. Once you figure out what you really want to do with this new inspiration, this new career path, it's like double down on it. The Seven of Swords is kind of like a scheming energy. You know, it could indicate like theft, robbery, like scheming. And in that sense for you, I just think it's like you letting out your inner diva because you have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is a card that kind of provokes a very like almost like scary type of energy. It could be perceived by other people. So this just says be willing to look bad in front of other people as you make this transition. You know, the Seven of Swords says that you may have to move, you may have to travel to make this new thing work. You know, you may have to like really cut off some people very strongly. So I feel like Spirit is giving you the go ahead with that. Like if you follow your heart, it will never lead you astray. That type of thing here, Leo. So we also have this Lovers card in the advice position from your spirit guide. So I feel like the old saying, you find the one you love doing what you love here, Leo. I do feel like if you can go forward with this thing that you know you need to do, you're going to find a new lover. You know, they're indicating that if you're single and you're looking for love, this is the path to it. Once again, right underneath the Six of Cups, this is clearly saying that make sure that you love what you do because you are going to have to pick something, Leo. And a very practical message coming through here from Spirit for me to tell you is just like, you know, even if you love what you do, you're still going to have bad days, right? So it's like, make sure that you pick something that you just like better than what you're doing now for money, whether that be depending on someone or going to a job that you don't really like. Just pick something that's 10% better than what you currently have, right? So this doesn't, like, what could block you is like trying to make it too perfect, Leo. I do sense that. So they're saying like, make sure that you do what you love. Like, what would you do if you didn't make money off it? You know, if you just could do anything, what would you do? Do that now. But in order to do that, you know, you might have to rearrange some things, I think Spirit is saying. So think deeply about this. But once you know, make the jump. I do see that happening for you here in January, Leo. So let's start clarifying some of these cards for you here. Let's go ahead and clarify this Seven of Cups. Why is this Seven of Cups here for you in this reading and your overall energy here? Tell us more. Okay, so pretty clear message here. To clarify the Seven of Cups, we have the conditioning card. So this is a situation where you guys, you may not fully believe in yourself. As this reading has progressed, I do feel like you guys know what your talent is. Like a lot of you, like deep down, you do know what's going to make you stand out and what's going to make you financially independent. I just feel like you're dealing with a situation where it might upset people that you're currently living with, or whoever you're dealing with. Like this change is really going to upset people. So right now you're being blocked by conditioning. This is using the past in order to define the present moment or the future when it doesn't need to be that way. So make sure that you believe in yourself here, Leo. Believe that you have what it takes. As long as it's aligned with your heart, you cannot mess with the heart and the head combination. That is a deadly combo. So I just feel like you guys got to get over the fear here. The fear of us upsetting people. Don't let conditioning hold you back from making this choice. I do sense it right off the bat, Leo. Whatever this choice that you make is, it's not going to be so logical. Okay, it's going to be something that upsets the mind of other people, the mind of you, saying this is impractical. But guess what? You have to risk it for the biscuit here, Leo. The Nine of Pentacles, the lovers, true love and big time money and just comfort, security. If that's what you want, you're going to have to take a step. Even if you feel fear, you have to have courage. So don't fear. I feel like you guys are not believing in yourself here. I would say believe in yourself as long as it's aligned with your heart. Spirit is saying go for it. Star. You know what it is, I feel, a lot of you. So let's keep clarifying. Let's go ahead and clarify this Ace of Wands here, because this could tell us a little bit more about what you got going on. Let's see. Okay, so pretty clearly Ace of Wands is clarified by the moment-to-moment card. This just shows me that you guys are going to have to experiment. It's a very strong message. So although that you guys know, for a lot of you at least, you know what it is that you love to do, you may have to explore how it is that you want to do. I can't even speak today. I'm sorry, guys. How do you want to do what you want to do? Okay, so for me, I always knew that I was obsessed with spirituality, and that's what lit my soul on fire. That was the path to financial freedom. But for a long time, I didn't know how it was going to happen. It ended up being tarot, that I fell in love with doing tarot readings. And so but I had to experiment with that for a long time. So I think this moment-to-moment card here, Leo, is like you guys really, some of you definitely having to play around with it. Make sure that you're getting all your definitions in alignment, not saying that, oh, this thing I'm doing, it's selfish, it's going to hurt these other people. Make sure all your definitions are in line, saying that this is the path to synchronicity, to love and financial freedom. If you can remember why you started doing it, that's what's going to help you push through. So some of you, though, it might just be an experimentation phase, but what's coming through very clearly here, Leo, is like, it's better to try something than to do nothing. I feel like you guys are done just sitting around waiting. Get out of the waiting energy and take action is what this reading says for January. So start off the year with a bang, pretty much. Let's also clarify this Queen of Wands. Why is this here for you, Leo? I feel like this is them just saying telling you activate your inner diva, Let's see. Why is this Queen of Wands here for Leo? Okay, so the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Beyond Illusion card, and this is kind of like the Sun in traditional tarot. So anything that is false within you is going to be burned away here. And for a lot of you, I just feel like it's your self-doubt. It's almost like once you guys can make the shift, you're going to be like, oh my God, how did I believe in those illusions for so long? So this is a big month for you guys of really learning to trust yourself. You're going to break through some conditioning. I feel like it's been holding you guys back for years. This is probably something very deep that, this Ace of Wands comes in and this Queen of Wands, it just burns off all the impurities for you here, Leo. Especially when it comes to you coming into your own power, feeling like you have what it takes to take a risk, because I do feel like you guys are going to need to take a risk here this month. Do it. This is the clear green light from Spirit telling you, please push beyond this illusion. Do not let it hold you back here. And you're starting to get like the downloads of that with this Four of Swords. You're starting to question, like, why can't I have the best that life has to offer? This is you taking it. So I love to see it, Leo. I definitely do. Let's also just clarify the Six of Cups, because I do feel like it will give us critical information for what you're going to be moving into. Something, some of you could have children here, but for the vast majority, I feel like it's connecting to your own inner child here, like what you used to love to do. Moving in that direction. Let's see. Why is the Six of Cups here for Leo? Okay, so this is going to take courage, guys. Yeah, this is like whatever this is that you're learning to fall back in love with here, this certain talent, some inclination. This is most likely something that you got shamed for in childhood. Okay, it's almost like your parents walked in the room when you were doing it and they were like, no, bad, Leo, you're not allowed to do that. So look to your negative core imprint. This is the painful memories that you have as a child where you were told no when you were pushed out of your natural inclination, because if you were in a state of alignment, you would know what you're here to do on planet Earth. A lot of you are learning to reclaim that. So this could be from the education system. I do sense like a lot of subconscious programming with you, Leo, but it's time to transcend it. So once again, I said courage before. You're going to have courage. You're going to have strength to really do this, to pull the trigger. Once again, I feel like at least like 70% of you, Leo, you know what you're meant to do. It's just very nerve-wracking for you for whatever reason. Some of you may be scared of how you are perceived by other people, or it's people that you're connected to that you're really afraid of upsetting. And I feel like it's kind of more of that. But you're also learning to just, let the chips fall where they may and just be happy, live for you with that Queen of Wands here. Some of you could be stepping into a leadership position as well, Leo. Leos are leaders, so just be aware of that. Okay, let's go ahead down to this advice column from your spirit guides. Let's clarify a few of these. I feel like we do need to clarify this Seven of Swords. Why is this here for the advice? Why is this Seven of Swords here for Leo? Okay, so the Seven of Swords is clarified by the completion card. This tells me that wherever you guys are sticking around, like wherever you're living, it feels like you've completed the cycle. So if you try to stay there any longer, it's not going to be good for you. This is saying that like a certain cycle in your life is completely over. And it's over with whoever you're relying on for your finances, Leo. This could be a family member, a partner, a job. That phase is meant to be over. You're meant to move on to something new. And that's why you're going to have all this passion this month, like, oh my God, feeling super inspired. So this is a really empowering month for you here, Leo. So it's over. If you stay around here where you're not welcome, Spirit is saying, you're better off just risking it, because there's nothing here for you. You're done. You're complete here. Okay, so let's also just clarify this Lovers as the final card here. What is this Lovers card doing in this reading from Spirit? Let's see. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles popping out here. The World. Okay, in this deck it's the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to meet someone here who you have a lot of long-term potential with. I'm even seeing like by the end of January here. Like once you take the leap and you start to step into your purpose, whatever that means for you, Leo, whatever that risk, that courage thing that you have to do to step into your power, that's when you're going to meet this person. So there's going to be someone you meet along the way here. Also, you know, if you do what you love for a living, you're pretty much guaranteed long-term financial success because you'll just work a lot and it won't feel like work. You'll just love what you do. And that leads to, you know, if you're putting something valuable out for other people, that's what you got to do. Really, like the overall message here, Leo, is like learn to find what you love, to find what you're into, and learn how to bring value to those people who are also interested in the same thing. You know, learning basic like finances this month and really stepping into it, having no fear. You know, not having negative fear definitions around business. Like business is just the exchange of value, and you have something valuable to offer. So if you don't give people what you have to offer, you're actually depriving them of your gift. But it's just that you have negative definitions that you picked up in childhood or from school or wherever that's blocking you right now. So it's all falling apart in that regard. You are letting go of something beyond illusion, completion, courage, conditioning. Yeah, this is a big change for you here, Leo. So the last thing that we're going to do here for you is mess around with some oracle cards. I want to get, you know, what is the energy that you need to embody for this month to really make it your best month yet. So this will most likely have to do with what we've been talking about, but anything else that Spirit would like to bring to our attention is now allowed to come through. Let's see. Okay, so the first card that I think is calling me is the Charity card. This is all about prayer and contemplation with the wonderful woman or goddess Charity here. So this says connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Okay, so if I were you guys, once again, I would definitely be, you know, writing things down, whatever you want to manifest, whatever shift you want to have happen in your life, saying, I live an inspired lifestyle where I'm very wealthy. You have to start visualizing that now, Leo, because it's very close for you. So it does require you to really bring it in metaphysically, not just take action, but pray for it. You know, as you take action, you know, it's like pray to God, but keep rowing to shore, that type of thing for you. Then you also have the wonderful divine director here. This card says intervention and purpose, you know, so this is you guys stepping into your purpose here. This card says divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. All right, Leo, so yeah, that's what we've been saying, you know, do what you love for a living and you'll never work a day in your life. That's what this month is all about for you, Leo. A recalibration, moving forward with what you know you need to do for some of you. It's divine intervention. You're being given the green light from Spirit to say, trust your heart. Don't play it logically right now. This is higher dimensional truths coming true here. You know, Charity and the divine director, all about heaven, you know, so make sure you pay attention to that. And then we also have the wonderful faith. You know, this card says humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. Yep, so remain positive at this time. It's just kind of a little booster for you here, Leo. But really, it's all about the upper dimensions right now, taking action, having trust in your vision. All right, so with that being said, I hope that you resonated with this reading, Leo. If you want to know more information about January 2022 for you or about anything in your life, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You can find the information on that in the description box of this video. It would be an absolute pleasure to work one-on-one with you guys. I do appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great January, okay? I will talk to you next week on your next reading. Much love and light. Peace.